Alright, Warpugs, today we're learning a little bit more about the world of SCP, and who better to show us than SCP Illustrated. This is going to be on one of the earlier SCPs, 058. I have been asking for this to be put into the request for request tabs, like SCPs that are like the earlier ones before they went into 4 digits to designate them. Of course, I've set the mood lighting appropriately for something called the Heart of Darkness. Oh my goodness, guys. So, with SCP, I have never once been let down at all. Every single one has been an outstanding thing. It's been either it's hit some form of enjoyment for me. It's either been strange or outright creepy, funny, or just downright adorable, as in the case of my good boy right here. All I can say is I utterly enjoy this. There's nothing like all of this is absolutely 100% my kind of thing to check out. So we're going to be checking out the Heart of Darkness today. Now, SCP Illustrated is one hell of an artist, guys, and he deserves all the credit in the world. So if you are new to this channel, you haven't seen anything about SCP Illustrated before, I highly, highly recommend his channel. One story series that we're going through right now is called the When Day Breaks series, and it is legit mind-numbingly heartbreaking at this point. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, and I'm an idiot. I am very sorry. This was requested by Zachariah Mitchell, the 26th Primarch. So, it's his fault if you can't sleep tonight.
Alright, settle down everybody. Quiet please. The Keta-class SCP we will be looking at today is SCP-058, the Heart of Darkness. As always, our thanks go to the Council and Administrators for bringing you this presentation. And now, let's begin. Description. SCP-058 resembles a bovine heart, with 4 arthropod-like legs used primarily for movement, and 4 tentacles.
Oh, hell no. You didn't need to animate this one. Oh my god, that's creepy. Oh my god, that looks like something that you'd find in the nuclear wasteland of the Amazon. Oh, no. This is some Fallout 4 type. No, hell no.
Of adjustable length, covered with razor-sharp spines. It has a single sharp stinger on its rear where the hole for the superior vena cava would be in a typical organ. SCP-058's tentacles can be whipped to a distance of 3.2 meters at speeds in excess of 320 kilometers an hour. SCP-058 is extremely hostile and will use every opportunity afforded to it to inflict damage on its surroundings. SCP-058 has been shown to be highly resilient to trauma and should be approached with caution even when apparently incapacitated.
Man, no worries, I ain't approached this thing at all. This thing can have whatever it's have. Jesus!
SCP-058 is highly mobile and capable of rapid movement on both horizontal and vertical surfaces.
Oh, hell no.
It has been recorded reaching a speed of approximately 90 kilometers an hour in short bursts, covering distances up to 200 meters, and has the ability to accelerate from 0 to 90 kilometers an hour in less than 2 seconds. It has been shown to use its tentacles for increased leverage and stability, as well as utilizing them to pull itself to other surfaces at high speeds. SCP-058 speaks in a human voice, though no method of producing sound has been observed in its physiology. It speaks with a vocal tone and accent of an elderly British male with a slight lisp and a deep voice.
We need to get Baltimore in here on this, like, right now. He would make this work so well.
SCP-058 talks constantly,
No, stop it.
regardless of its conditions. Even when attacking, SCP-058's voice and pace of speech are unchanged.
No.
The speech of SCP-058 lacks any detectable correlation to events, persons, or exterior locations involved with SCP-058. Special Containment Procedures.
Can we nuke it?
SCP-058 is to be kept in isolation in a 5x5x5 meter containment chamber at all times. Walls are to be constructed of 3 meters of reinforced heat-resistant steel, backed with a further 10 meters of reinforced concrete. SCP-058 is fed a live cow every 3 days.
Lovely.
Maintenance is to be conducted every 60 minutes while SCP-058 is dormant, and every 15 minutes while SCP-058 is active. Under no circumstances is SCP-058 to be allowed out of its containment area. SCP-058 is to be audio recorded at all times. No personnel are to listen to SCP-058 for more than 30 minutes at any time.
Thank you.
In case of escape, facility is to be considered compromised and detonation of on-site nuclear weaponry is to commence. To date, SCP-058 has been responsible for the death of at least 149 Class D personnel and 14 agents at its current site.
What? Just flamethrowers. Let's just do flamethrowers, guys. I think that would be appropriate at this point.
Notes: SCP-058 was first encountered at site as it came out of SCP-058 was extremely hostile and appeared to be very agitated. Initially, SCP-058 attacked site, which resulted in the death of numerous staff and agents. SCP-058 went on to attack the nearby town of, resulting in the death of over citizens and the destruction of 70% of the surrounding buildings. Post-breach analysis determined a majority of the deaths are attributable to fire and fire-related injuries, resulting from a wide spread of stinger fluid by SCP-058 from a large structure.
Wait, what?
This is also blamed for a majority of structural damage. By SCP-058 accounts for only 8% of total deaths, with major evidence SCP-0
Oh my god.
58 was finally contained after being crushed and incapacitated by a large amount of masonry from a building that had collapsed on top of it. SCP-058 was then extracted and transported by agents and MTF teams. SCP-058 was contained for 3 weeks, during which it made minimal attempts to move, attributed both to physical damage and bloating during the initial breach incident.
Like, seriously, this thing looks like the most nightmarish hentai monster imaginable. I'm just saying, that is absolutely sick.
Testing during this period was limited, with SCP-058 still maintaining a high threat level, even in its impaired state. SCP-058 breached containment on the during an attempted transfer to an SCP containment site, causing multiple deaths and injuries. SCP-058 was eventually incapacitated by an agent who managed to subdue SCP-058 by running it over with an M1 tank, pinning it beneath the armored vehicle.
What the fuck? What? 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 Just destroy it! Oh my god!
SCP-058 was subsequently secured and transported to Armed Biocontainment Area 14. Transcript of SCP-058 interview.
Oh, it gives interviews
Following
too.
is a
That's
list of
lovely.
statements collected from SCP-058 during an interview. It completely ignored the interviewing doctor and killed the attending D-class without skipping a beat.
Lovely.
Let's have a listen.
I had dreams of the Queen Wonders that lived inside the hearts of love and silent treatments of all the elderly that I knew were once whole. I seek the revelations of all that the holy told to the unwise in the dreams of cold embers in sunlight that fade across lakes of black blood and snakes that eat the loaves of children from lamb trees in autumn. Endless suffering is the woe of ignorant men who never lack to seek the depth of their own hearts and only see the wealth of a poor world suffering to flay its own back in knife wounds of silver and brutal gladness. The nightmare is a dream to the nameless slug that wanders across minefield and the remains of deer and kings. Nightshade is shadows in all honest blinks that sort through the bile of newborn plagues. Instant warmth is a mother's milk in dreams before anything was ever evil. In seconds the sun is beating like drums in all hearts eat the ear of noise. The sensual violence of lust is all the assurance you will ever need to know the worth of life.
And with that, the presentation is over. I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you
Hell no! Hell no, man! Hell no! Ah!
enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you did. New intro format, give me some feedback on what you thought. Massive shout out goes to the guys and gals over at SCP Fragmented Minds for providing this footage of SCP-058. It's actually their own in-game model of SCP-058 that will be featuring in the title. All the links can be found below in the pinned comment. Please go and show them some love, follow them on all their outlets, and even consider sending them $1 or $2 to support their work.
Description
A big thank
below.
goes to the patrons.
Description below, okay? So apparently this is the model that's going to be in the game. That looks terrifying, okay? That looks outright horrifying. Guys, there's a reason at the beginning I said I'm never disappointed by SCP, and I have another reason ever. Oh my god. That is so messed up. That is legitimately disturbing, okay? You know, a cow heart with zergling legs and hentai tails and a stinger. No, this is not going anywhere positive. I can just looking at the image, I knew that this was not going anywhere positive. And apparently, it speaks Shakespeare while he's shanking you and devouring your soul. That's absolutely wonderful. I have nothing to say. I am done. Wow. No. Just no. Guys, this is one of the creepy ones. And the absolutely terrifying ones. I will tell you like this, and I have no shame in saying it. If I see something like this out roaming around, rest assured, I will be happily wearing brown pants at the time. Or I will be very unhappy, period. Guys, all of SCP's Illustrated links are going to be in the description down below. Please go check him out. Check out the game developers that he recommended. I'm going to be putting their links in the description down below as well. I don't know if that game's out. I don't know when SCP Illustrated released this video. This is abjectly horrifying. I have nothing else to say. If you'd like to support the channel, leaving a like and comment is great. If you'd like to do a little bit more than that, I have a Patreon down below. But, all that being said, this was... chalk it up to a list. I am going to make a list of my top 10 favorite SCPs that I've seen so far, and this one might very well be on it. I don't know yet. This is perfect. Just perfect. You roll over with an M1 Abrams tank, and then you do not immediately just flame fry it. I don't... It's like, somebody help me understand this.